Romanian Wonderkid Ianis Stoica has been on fire this season, but is he a player that Arsenal have made an offer for? Well, let's find out what the Steaua Bucharest owner has said today. Also, what has Fabrizio Romano said about Renato Sanches to Arsenal? And what does Mikel Arteta make about our top 4 chances? As per, let's find out in the latest Arsenal news today. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Babs14 and a dub for Arsenal on the weekend. Beautiful scenes. But as per, make sure to go around there and smash a like on the video. And also, while you guys are down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel. But let's get into the Arsenal news, and let's start off with Ianis Stoica. Who exactly is Ianis Stoica, nicknamed the next Kylian Mbappe? Well, 18 years of age, Stoica plays for Romanian team Steaua Bucharest, and he has been on fire for the team this season. And so with that hot form, it seems like he has caught the attention of our club, Arsenal Football Club. And so according to DG Sports, Arsenal have made a €7.5 million offer for 18-year-old Ianis Stoica. And in terms of this Arsenal offer, this has been confirmed by the owner of Steaua Bucharest himself. He says, "I currently have a €7.5 million offer for Ianis Stoica, but I want €10 million plus a 20% sell-on fee." So the owner has confirmed the bid for Arsenal, but says he wants more money and also a cheeky little sell-on clause. Now, with him being the owner of Steaua Bucharest, he's got a player here, a player who's caught the attention of a massive football club like Arsenal. He knows that Arsenal have money, but also in terms of Arsenal, the fact that there's a confirmed offer of €7.5 million, it does confirm that Arsenal have interest in this player. But who exactly is Ianis Stoica? Well, the 18-year-old has 6 goals and 2 assists for Steaua Bucharest this season, 1 goal contribution every 73 minutes. He's also broken into the Romanian under-21s, playing for them over the last 3 breaks and scoring against Georgia on his debut. A goal involvement every 73 minutes is impressive regardless, but the fact that he's also just 18 years of age, of course, that makes it even more impressive. The youngster is adept at playing on the wing or centrally in attack, with his exceptional speed helping him stand out from the crowd. So the fact that he's rapid and plays as a central attacker has drawn comparisons to French wonderkid and world-class player Kylian Mbappe. For me, let's not go that far. And if Arsenal were to sign him, it wouldn't be the first time that Arsenal have dipped into the Romanian league to sign a teenage talent. After all, that's exactly what they did with Cătălin Kirjan back in 2019. So the fact that Arsenal have a history of signing players out of Romania in the first place, it kind of shows that it's a league that Arsenal like to identify talents from. A €7.5 million offer for a player who's still 18 years of age, especially playing in the Romanian league, that seems like a lot of money. And if Arsenal are serious about paying that sort of money, first things first, how good is this player? But secondly, in terms of his first team involvement, would he be involved with the first team or would he be playing for the Arsenal Academy instead? These are all questions that your boy simply can't answer because I have not watched a player play enough. But to any Romanian gooners or people that have watched Ianis Stoica play, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and is he a player that you guys want to see Arsenal sign? This video has been kindly sponsored by the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball is the app when it comes to staying up to date with the beautiful game. Now, whether that be staying up to date with the latest transfer news, maybe staying up to date with the team's latest fixtures, or even things like lineups, goal alerts, and live match updates. To put it simple, if you are a fan of football, you need OneFootball. Well, that sounds amazing, Babs, but how much does this app cost? Well, this is the beauty of OneFootball. You can access all their great features for the price of absolutely nothing. Yes, the app is available for free, and so make sure to hit the first link down below in the description and download the OneFootball app. Not only do you guys get access to a great app, but you're also helping your boys channel out massively, so for that, a gargantuan thank you from me to you. Keeping it on the transfers, what has Fabrizio Romano said about Renato Sanches? On his podcast, he confirms that Arsenal have had this boy on the list for a long time. "I am told he is a player that Arsenal like. He was on their list alongside Aouar. Let's see if Arsenal decide to jump at this opportunity, but there is nothing advanced." So Fabrizio Romano once again confirmed that Arsenal do like Renato Sanches, but also when speaking on the Arsenal line to confirm his price tag to be upwards of €40 to €45 million. And so with it being that sort of money, even though Arsenal like the player, I doubt Arsenal making that sort of offer as soon as January. And also on that same podcast, he's already confirmed that Arsenal's priority in the first place is going to be a brand new centre forward. By the fact that Arsenal are going to be light of central midfielders, Partey going to AFCON, Xhaka is currently injured. Don't get it twisted, I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal were to sign a midfielder in the first place. As it was made clear numerous times in the past, I'm very concerned over his overall injury record. But ultimately, is he reliable enough for Arsenal to sign him when it comes to fitness? As per my friends, these are questions that I want you guys to answer down below in the comments. comments, do you guys want to see Arsenal sign Portuguese midfielder Renato Sanches? Or are there any other central midfielders that you guys want to see Arsenal sign? Okay, then moving on, let's talk Alexandre Lacazette. As your boy has said time and time again on this channel, his contract is set to expire at the end of the season, and according to reports in Italy today, Alexandre Lacazette is more and more determined to leave Arsenal at the end of his contract. But in terms of his long-term place in the Arsenal first team, for me he's not the long-term Arsenal centre-forward solution, and that's why he's been playing as more of a number 10 for Arsenal this season. But ultimately that has been more down to the overall lack of form of Martin Odegaard, and so now that hopefully he's picking up form, I think we're going to see Odegaard start a lot more games over Lacazette. And so with that being the case, and Lacazette being 30 years of age, he wants more of a long-term contract, and I just don't see Arsenal offering that. But if he has made it clear to Arsenal that he wants to leave, I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal were to be open to offers as soon as the January transfer window. And let's just say if Arsenal were to let go of Lacazette, they will need to sign a brand new centre forward. And on that, the Athletic list Dusan Vlahovic, Darwin Núñez, Alexander Isak, Yusuf El Nassari, Mohamed Bayo, Jonathan David and Ivan Toney as possible candidates for a new striker for Arsenal. So reportedly there are quite a few strikers that Arsenal are targeting, and this was also confirmed by Mr. Fabrizio Romano himself. But the ones that stand out there are Dusan Vlahovic, Alexander Isak, and also in terms of Canadian Jonathan David, he's a player that does catch my eye, and while watching him play for Lille in Liga, he has impressed somewhat. But also in terms of Ivan Toney, a player who has played in the Premier League, for me he's more of a player that Arsenal might look to sign if they can't get the number 1, number 2 and number 3 targets. But out of all the players that the Athletic have listed there and there, what striker out of those players would you like to see Arsenal sign? But of course, in terms of Arsenal on the weekend winning 2-0 against Newcastle, and one player that was very impressive was a certain Japanese international Takehiro Tomiyasu. And in terms of his game by the numbers, it was an 89% pass accuracy, 96 touches, 7 duels won, 5 crosses, 3 tackles, 3 chances created, 3 shots, 3 touches in the opposition box, 2 take-ons completed and 1 assist. Now in terms of Tomiyasu's defensive performance, I wasn't surprised because Tomiyasu is a very solid defender. But for me, what caught my eye was his performance going forwards. 3 chances created, take-ons complete, but ultimately the assist as well for the Gabriel Martinelli goal. Beautiful, lovely chip ball over the top. That is what I want to see. And it kind of answered the questions that Arsenal fans had over Tomiyasu's game going forwards. And if he can now perform at that sort of level on a more consistent basis, that would give Arsenal fans a lot more confidence that he can indeed be Arsenal's long-term right-back solution. Another player that was also impressive was a certain Albert Sambi Lokonga, who created 6 chances, the joint most of any player in a single Premier League game under Mikel Arteta. In terms of Sambi's quality, your boy has never doubted it. It's clear to see that he is a quality potential player, but the fact that he is still 21 years of age after putting in what was a stinker at Anfield, what impresses your boy the most about Sambi is his overall character, and when he has a poor game, he is always quick to bounce back, always showing his quality and character in the following game. And also in terms of this game itself, that pass to Saka in the first half, the vision to see it over the top, the execution as well. Make no mistake, my friends, there is a player here who is still so young, so raw, but the quality is undeniable. And also in terms of Arsenal's second goal scored by Gabriel Martinelli. After the game, on the Arsenal team spirit, he says, "I think this victory was for everyone. Not just me or B that scored the goals, it was everyone. The team, the staff, the fans, everyone is a part of this." In terms of the finish itself, a lovely little chip, the composure as well, but ultimately the running behind the first place. Every time that I have seen Gabriel Martinelli play, one thing that impresses your boy the most is his overall work rate to make runs in behind and give his players options. And personally speaking, for me, this is something that Arsenal lack in the current first team. Those constant runs in behind are almost impossible to defend, and it gives Arsenal players on the ball more options to play balls in behind. And after that goal, I have seen quite a few Arsenal fans say that they do want to see Martinelli start as soon as Thursday, Old Trafford, Man United. And even though he is a great potential player, this game is playing as more of a right winger. And some fans say they want to see him start as more of a striker to replace the out of form Aubameyang. And even though Gabriel Martinelli is great when it comes to scoring goals and making those runs in behind, in this current part of Gabriel Martinelli's development, does he have the physical stature to go to Old Trafford against physical centre backs to drop deep, collect the ball and link up the Arsenal play? But let me know your own thoughts on Gabriel Martinelli, Pele's godson, and would you start him on Thursday? And obviously in terms of the first Arsenal goal scorer, it was Bukayo Saka. And in terms of Bukayo Saka today, he finished 6th in the Ballon d'Or trophy Copa standings, standing as the 6th best youngster in the world behind the likes of Pedri. It just goes to show the level of talent that Arsenal have on their hands, but he's not the only one. Emil Smith-Rowe, Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, so many good Arsenal youngsters. Let's hope for the best and hope for these players achieve their top potential. Okay, then let's move on to the other Arsenal news today. And starting off with the Arsenal loanees, we have so many players out on loan. How are they doing? Well, as Arsenal have officially pointed out, 2 assists for Hector Bellerin and a win for Miguel Aziz. Now in terms of Hecky B, Hector Bellerin playing for Real Betis in La Liga, he has had actually a pretty rocky start, but in terms of his Arsenal career, he's made it clear on numerous occasions. But in terms of Miguel Aziz for Portsmouth, of course, a young player who does have an Arsenal future, and it is great to see that he's finally getting more minutes on a consistent basis. But also in terms of other Arsenal loanees, I want to talk about a certain William Saliba. Whenever Saliba does well, your boy is the first guy to hype him up and give him praise and talk about him on this channel. But in terms of Saliba recently, unfortunately, he's had a bit of a rough patch. He's had a couple of poor games by his high standards and has had a few little lapses of concentration. If anything, at 20 years of age, I do expect him to make mistakes, and I fully believe by making these mistakes, he'll only learn from them and become a far better player for Arsenal Football Club. And maybe this also goes to show when it comes to Arsenal's strategy with Saliba in the first place, maybe loaning him out kind of allows him to get these mistakes out of his game, and coming back to Arsenal with his mistakes out of his game, Arsenal fans will have things to complain about. Eric Gaspar and Arsene Wenger. I told him that I would like to see him a bit closer to the club and to myself as well in the future. That would be a real pleasure and special for everyone here. First Mikel Arteta and now Edu Gaspar both seem intense on bringing Arsene Wenger back closer to the club, and even though I have seen a few fans somewhat in opposition, at the same time Arsene is a man of so much experience, and in terms of Edu and Arteta both actually very inexperienced in the jobs, I can completely understand why they want to get closer to Arsene Wenger. I am more than happy to see Arsene join as an advisor or a club ambassador, but at the same time I don't want to put too much stress of any sort of big Arsenal job because I want him to enjoy his retirement. He's given Arsenal 22 plus years, so I guess if there are any sort of stress-free Arsenal roles, give it to Arsene. But when it comes to Arsenal stress, I don't think that even exists. Arsenal have now won 16 points at home in the Premier League this season, more than any other team in the league. I think this is now the joint best alongside Liverpool, but even to be there in the first place is a massive improvement for Arsenal compared to last season. Because yes, Arsenal were poor, and yeah, we deserve to be 8th factually, but in terms of points off the top 4, only 6 points. And so when you go to home games like Fulham at home, Burnley at home, Wolves at home, Everton at home, these are games that Arsenal were dropping points last season. And so in terms of Arsenal's top 4 chances this year, it's good to see that Arsenal are finally getting their home form back on track. And on those top 4 chances, Mikel Arteta says we go game by game. After the defeat at Anfield, obviously you see things in a different perspective maybe, but we have been on a good run and we have to carry on going, and let's see where it takes us. So Mikel Arteta is saying game by game, and I completely understand, but in terms of Arsenal's top 4 chances, I think the upcoming Arsenal games will give us a massive indication. And in terms of Arsenal's next 6 fixtures, Man United away, Everton away, Southampton at home, West Ham at home, Leeds away and Sunderland at home in the Carabao Cup. Zoning into the next 2 games in particular, Man United away, Everton away, these are grounds that Arsenal notoriously struggle at, and so if we can go there and potentially get 4 points out of 6 or even 6 out of 6, it will be a massive boost for Arsenal's top 4 charge. But as per my friends, the question to you guys to answer down below in the comments is, out of the next 6 points against United away and Everton, how many points are Arsenal gonna get? But that is the video there and there. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video, and also do subscribe to your boy's channel if you guys are new. If you would like to follow your boy on them social medias, then the links will be down below in the description. But that was the latest Arsenal news today. Ianis Stoica bid from Arsenal, Renato Sanches updates, but also in terms of the GOAT Lionel Messi winning another Ballon d'Or. Anyways, my friends, I will see you later in a bit.